Do you really think there are jinns?
There are.
Okay.
God has created it.
Hello everyone and welcome to an exciting episode of Young Minds, Big Ideas. This is your host Tiger Kayom, and today with us we have an enthusiastic reader, a storyteller, Miss Zuneirah Qazi. How are you?
Thank you, Mom. Thank you for inviting me. I'm fine. How about you?
I am great. Thank you so much. You have a knack for books. What is that inspires you to read?
Books inspire me to read, and when I first started reading, it was because I was getting bored of sitting at my home. As I had no friends in the society, I was not allowed to play outside. So I just tried books, and first of all, I found them boring. But then after some days, I thought that it was interesting.
Okay, could you tell us something about the first book that you read?
It is about the Flower Witch by Maribel, in which there is a girl named Maribel. Not a girl, it was a fairy, and she lived with two sisters named Raina and Raila, and they treated her with cruelty. So when they went to the queen, she had a servant. So the servant had put some bad creatures which ruined the protection of the fairy world. So Raina, Raila and Maribel go on to their adventures to find the cure to this thing.
Okay, great. So you are mostly into what type of genres exactly?
Fantasy, mysteries, Greek mythologies.
Okay, now that you've mentioned Greek mythology, what exactly is that? That's an alien term for me, probably. What do you mean by Greek mythology?
Greek mythology means it's about Greek gods who have children named half-bloods, and these half-bloods, they have to go on adventures and quests and defeat all the plans of the Titan Lord Kronos.
Okay, so now that you mentioned half-blood, what exactly is that?
A half-blood means the child of a god, and they are called half-bloods because they are half gods and half humans.
Okay, great. Half gods and half humans. So they are created by God or humans?
I mean, they are the children of gods. When the gods married the mortal people,
Okay.
so the children were born.
Okay, great. So half bloods are half humans, half gods. Okay. So maybe we can pray to them or no?
No, we can only pray to God.
Okay, what character would you want to be as a Greek god? Like, would you want yourself to be as a child or the Greek god?
Child.
Okay, which child would you want to be? Whose child exactly, if I put it in other word?
I would want to be the child of Poseidon or Hermes.
Okay, but what inspires you to read Greek mythology? What was the first Greek mythology book that you read?
Percy Jackson.
Okay, Percy Jackson. What was it about?
It was about a boy named Percy Jackson who goes on quests like other children, but he is one of the childs of the big three gods. Poseidon, he was the child of Poseidon, and there is far more danger for him with his friends named Annabeth and Grover.
Okay, are these only the kind of books that you read? Just fantasies, nothing that inspires you?
No,
Nothing
like
that of maybe that might add more to your knowledge or anything like that you might have read?
like I read books. Like I read a book which was boring for me, and it was named Sophie's World, and it was about philosophy. Like
Okay,
philosophy isn't real, I think,
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But then it was very boring, so it didn't inspire me to do
Did
anything.
you end up reading it?
Yeah, I did, but
Did you-
I had challenged my mother that I would read it.
Okay, great. So let's talk about your mother.
She's caring, she's loving, and she takes care of me, and she's my idol.
Okay,
And she is very cute according to me,
okay,
and she gives me everything I want.
okay, great. So is there anything else apart from your mother who you would like to give credit for whatever you are today?
My friends.
Okay, your friends. I have heard about your maternal aunt.
Yeah, I would like to give her the most thanks, She is one of the people who inspired me to read books.
Okay.
And first I read books because of her only, because she told me read books rather than watching phone.
Yeah, because I've heard her reading books.
Yeah.
She read a lot of books.
So she inspired me to do things, and
Okay.
that's why I'm such a enthusiastic reader today.
So are you a bookworm?
Yes, I am. I don't read books nowadays much because I have to study and homework.
How do you manage your time if you have to read your book? For example, if a book is of 500 page, do you take time to read it, or is it like you just go one in a day?
I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Okay.
Okay, if I read books and they are interesting, so I just take them to bed and I just steal my grandfather's torch and then I just read them under the blankets. And in the morning, when my mother says, "Have you read the book?" I mean, she asked me, "You want to read the book?" I'm like, "No, I read it in the night."
Okay, great. That is nice. So, what about a boring book? If you have a challenge to read a book, for example, if a book is related to anything that might add to your knowledge, what about that?
No, I like those books, but mostly if it is about, confusing words, like there are confederacy, I don't,
No reading
no,
about that.
yeah.
Okay, great.
So it is like difficult to read those books, and they are not so interesting, even though I can spell those words. And there are books that inspire me, like 365 Mysteries from All Around.
What is it about?
It is about the past mysteries. Like one of them was the dancing lady. It's not about that, the one which was dancing under the lamplight, but then it was about a lady who came to a country, I don't remember its name. So she was just dancing and people joined her, and suddenly they had seizures and they died.
Zuneirah, I've heard that you are a big Potterhead. Which house would you want yourself to be associated with?
I would like to be associated with Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. Okay, what exactly is Ravenclaw?
A Ravenclaw is a house in which all the dreamy people, the people who have imagination, enter, and they all are intelligent,
Okay, great. So you are more into imagination and creativity. Okay. Who is the master of that house?
It is Professor Flitwick.
But then I've heard that Harry Potter is not in that house.
Yeah.
He's in Gryffindor, right?
Yes.
So why do you not want to be associated with Gryffindor and have fun with Harry Potter, Hermione, then there's Ron as well, who go on proper adventures? That's what I've seen in the movie.
Yeah. So I would like to say some more things about it,
Okay.
Luna Lovegood is in Ravenclaw house and she's my favorite. And that's not the point, and that's not the reason I want to be in Ravenclaw house and not in Gryffindor. In Gryffindor, they are at war with Slytherins.
Okay.
So, and they are very brave, but I'm not brave. And actually, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley, they are not that much of favorite.
Why do you say you're not brave?
Because I'm scared.
I'm scared of what?
Like, jinns.
Do you really think there are jinns?
There are.
Okay.
God has created it.
Okay. Why do you say so? Who said it to you?
Because my mom has experienced it.
Okay. Let's not get into that, what your mom has experienced.
Okay.
Let's get back to what Harry Potter says. Did you read the book or did you see the movie Harry Potter?
I've read the books, all of them,
Okay.
10 times, 10 or 11 times. And I have read other books of J.K. Rowling, like The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And I've also read The Cursed Child. And in the movies, I've seen the movies till 5th only,
Tell us something about what you do whole day and what is your schedule.
Okay, to say about the working days, I just, wake up at 8 a.m. and then I wake up and then I just go to school after being ready and everything else. When I come back from school, I do homework from 3:30 to 4:30. And then I go to my Quran place where I study Quran, and then I just go to tuition, and then I come back at 7:45, and then I just have my dinner and sleep.
Okay, just one last question. What book would you tell people to read so that they can get inspired to read again?
I would tell them to read The Famous Five. The Famous Five are five people: George, Timmy, he's a dog, but he inspires us, and Julian, Dick, and Annie. They inspire us to be brave, to be adventurous, and they also prove this point that adventures always come to people who are adventurous, and they tell us about the brave things of people.
Thank you so much, Zuneirah, for being here. Thank you for talking to us. This is Haika Qayyum signing off from the episode of Young Minds, Big Ideas. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.